Hello, friends who like to watch other friends play video games. My name is Ronkin, and welcome back to Resident Evil Remake HD Remastered for the personal computer. I'm super pumped to play some more Resident Evil with you guys today. So before we get started, let's everybody just take a moment, chill out, get in your zen place, just hanging out on the couch, getting ready to watch some video games, and have some fun exploring this spooky mansion. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope whenever you find yourself watching this video that you're in a good place, that you're having a good time, and if you're not, let's get you there. Let's get you there. So today we're going to be doing a couple things. We have a couple major things that I want to work on upstairs. One, we're going to finish off using that sword key. So funny story, I went back to rewatch my first episode I was kind of hoping to give myself some pointers. See how the audio was, see how the game was running, all that other stuff. And one of the things I noticed was where one of the sword keys was that I totally missed. So we're going to grab that, but first we're going to do a pretty interesting event here in the game. We're going to, this is an armory key door. We have unlocked it, and we've actually I believe we've used the armory key everywhere it needs to be used, but we haven't actually explored this room yet. And we are going to do that here. I just need to plan. Right. Okay.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded.
Just a little.
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
Monsters?
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
A big snack. It's not good. That's probably not good. Okay, so the game does nicely show us where we need to go. You may remember that we saw some serums in this save room. It's really not that far away, but this is a timed event. So we're gonna haul ass to make sure that we can save Richard from the poison. And if you know where you're going, it is not a particularly long trek. Doesn't take very long to get there. This is the second save room, is where we're going. Did we kill the zombie in here? Yes, we did. Now, there are crimson heads in here? God, there might be, and I only have my pistol with me. Kind of, as we hear like a really deep guttural grunt, then we're in trouble. Maybe I've already burned everything. I'm playing. It's been a few days since I sat down to play, and it's easy to forget some of the stuff. Now, what's interesting is the music doesn't change. I believe there are some timed sequences in other Resident Evil games. There's no, like in Resident Evil 0, which was also quite good. I love Resident Evil 0. I think that's a fantastic game as well. It's much different than this, but it's also not that different. It's kind of an interesting game. Maybe we'll end up playing that at some point too. But anyway, in Resident Evil 0, there's a timed event, but the music changes. I don't think there's a timer, but you just know. And this is kind of tough because the music's not different. There's no, like, exciting stuff, but it does tell you where you need to go pick up the serum. So you know you're under a little bit of duress, I suppose. Plus, he did say, like, it's poisonous. Most people know that poison, even if you don't know what poison is in real life, you know that in video games, poison drains your health over time, so we've got a little bit of time. was thinking about what makes... Well, we'll talk about this in a minute.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it. I'm... Does it ever not hurt?
Sorry, Richard.
I'm okay.
Maybe stop
The
grabbing him
others-
by the arm. What others? You're just resting peacefully. We should probably just leave him alone for now. So we've saved Richard. There are some herbs here. So if you take too long, you'll come back and he is dead. And at first it doesn't seem like there's too much to deal with in response to that, but actually you do kind of want him to be alive. You do get a benefit from him being alive later on in the game. So anyhow, I was thinking about what makes this game kind of special to me. You know, every game. Oh boy, I did not bring my lighter with me. Every game, you know, that I'm going to play through this kind of ad hoc series of games that I love is going to be a game that I play for a particular reason, and obviously I have some great memories of... Shit, got me from behind, so no defensive item. Let's get out of here. We're going to run and grab the lighter. Anyway, this particular game, the remake, the original, I love because of the story I told you about hanging out with my friends after school, you know, going over there, spending the night, staying up super late, playing a spooky game. And but this particular version actually came out later, and I have a cousin, Hillary, who is quite a bit my junior. She's like 8 years younger than me, I think, or something like that. But we used to be very close. We used to hang out a lot, and she was like a little sister to me. And we played this game together. I played and she watched while I was staying with her. And I just have great memories of that, of hanging out together and, you know, being scared and watching this game, and Resident Evil 0 as well, and a couple other spooky games. And it's just it's so cool how these games kind of bring back those memories when you play them. I really appreciate that. Kind of like music, you know, music takes you back to whatever it can transport you back to whatever you were dealing with, whatever mood you were in, whatever experiences you may have had. And I think video games can do the same thing. I could sit here and play this and be spooked out as a 35-year-old instead of as a 17-year-old. All right, so we've got the lighter. Which we're gonna use, in that room, and we'll probably. I grabbed the canteen so we can go ahead and kill this guy as well. He looks like he's doing pretty good so far. The achievement was called "Delaying the Inevitable," which I feel like I feel a little bad about that. All right, come here. Don't. Stop it. Get up. Come on. There you go. We want to see if we can get a headshot here. Nope. Just to save the fuel, but nice. That's okay. I don't know that we'll need to come back here. We actually might. Oh, it'll either way. It's one less one for me to forget about between sessions and then be scared by later on. All right, now we can see. Yes, we will take the shotgun bullets. Does this jar something here? Looks like it might be, but no. well. I don't think I need to do this. I don't think we ever have to come back to this room, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. The music score. You'll remember potentially from last time that we did find... Is that everything in here? Yep. We did find a music score, but it was missing the middle of the score. Go ahead and take a look at this. Beginning and the last sections are missing. All right. It's a very... Look at all these spider webs. I just don't... Of a shield. We still have a shield and a helm key to find to continue exploring the mansion. Go ahead and use this to heal up. All right, Richard, we'll be back later. A lot later, actually. When we get the shield key. All right, we're gonna head back to... Go ahead and head back to the save room. We're gonna drop off our shotgun shells and probably our zombie cooking equipment for now. Okay, we've explored all up here. We haven't explored back there yet because we need the key. That we need a key. That we need a key. That we need a key. Okay, I think that's everything up here. The red in that outside area, we never figured out what that was. But we got the musical score, which we need to play in the piano, which was down there. Oh, that's where we need to go anyway. So we'll go ahead and... Okay, sorry, got a plan. Most of that was unintelligible, I'm sure, but we're gonna go use the sword key, and we're gonna go use the musical score and see what new things that unlock for us. Let's go ahead and put this. Weapons are down here. Got some shotgun shells. Can we refill this? Empty now. Nothing left. Okay. We'll go ahead and... Oh, and I only got one use. Interesting. Okay. Grab this. Anything else we need? Don't think we need that yet. We will need those soon, but not yet. It's all healing. Get all that healing stuff. All right. Now we got the full score for Moonlight Sonata. Let's go emo it up and play it. I don't think I actually want to go this way. No, do not. We've actually done a pretty good job of clearing out this section. Where we've burned the zombies and stuff. I know that upstairs room, I believe, has on the other side of the mansion has 2 Crimson Heads in it, and I'm not excited about having to go back there. I know we're gonna have to. Oh boy, yeah. The right side of the mansion is in pretty good condition, but the left side leaves a bit to be desired. I think we want to go downstairs. We do have a couple masks. We've got 1 installed, and we have 2 in our bag, or in our item box. So we're only looking for 1 more mask. And that, like I said originally, last episode, that's kind of our ultimate goal currently. To find that last mask. Get all that going. So maybe that's where the what the musical note will uncover. We'll see. I'm feeling I've forgotten something. But I'm not sure what it is. So this is the musical score room. So let's go ahead and do this. I think there's some ink ribbons in here. Grab those. Not we really need them, but Joy Jill's piano skills. It's quite skilled. Yeah, so playing that opens this area up. See, I did forget something. Trevor's diary. 11 days. Oh, 1967. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and said, "Sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons." That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only two people that know the secret of this mansion, Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. For what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family, I hope they're all right. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, pray you are safe. November 26th. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in the lab coats said something like, "Most likely your family is already..." Pray for their safety. November 27th. Somehow I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be as easy. I have to get past all the booby traps. Tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try to remember for my own sake. All right, well, we've seen this emblem before, but I don't have it with me, so we'll need to run back and grab it, which is too bad. Sorry for the backtracking. I thought I might need it to bring with me, but I didn't. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, now I know what we need. So let's go grab the emblem real quick. Let's see, the fastest way to an item box is gonna be... Oh, we could go up and over and around. I don't remember how... I think there's quite a few... I think we have friends in this room. Not angry friends, just regular friends. Sure. Yeah. Problem. No problem. Yeah, a lot of this game is getting to a room and going, oh, that's where I use this, and then safely navigating back to the item box to pick up the thing that you don't just happen to have with you. So let's grab the emblem. I don't... This is the only key item I have right now. So that I don't have on me, that I don't use somewhere else. Alright, now we just gotta sneak past our friend again. At one point, those windows are gonna break and it's gonna scare me because I haven't been thinking about it. It's the middle of the morning. I'm still scared. Okay, we're good. He's not too close. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so we're gonna go in here, and you'll see this is a kind of a repeat of the last puzzle. Where if we take that similar puzzle with the key, where if we take something, it kind of locks us in. So now we know, oh, we have to have the other emblem. The wooden one. Yep. Alright, so that's it for this room. It's nice that it changes the room even though there is an item to pick up, the wooden emblem, but we don't want to get that. We don't need that anymore. Now, I was watching my playthrough like I mentioned earlier, and I actually came around this corner right at the beginning to check this room. And I saw it was a sword key. So now we can get rid of the sword key. Yay! Been carrying that thing around for a while. And since this, Ugh. Oh, this grosses me out. Piece of meat from an unidentified source. I feel like there's a 1000% chance that there's a zombie in here. Alright, we got a dagger. I think I saw some ammo. So far, nothing super necessary. Fishes are crawling with maggots. Bunch of spices you've never seen before. From the other side. Okay. There's a door. Bet there's a friend back here. Hello, friend. Power doesn't seem to be turned on. Okay, so there was no need to come down here, but that's alright. We used the sword key. That was what we needed to do. And we got another dagger. That's not a bad thing. Uh-oh. That's the stairwell we came down. She falls on her butt. Oh my gosh. Jill. They take like 2 bullets. It's gonna be fine. I'm not even gonna bother with this guy. We got so much room to navigate in here. And I don't have my my zombie burning supplies with me. So I am just gonna ignore him for now. We'll need to remember at some point that he's down there. I'm sure we'll forget, but that's okay. We got an emblem. See, there's another... I wonder if that's the same elevator. I think it must be. It's interesting. Now, the very first puzzle that we saw in the game, I believe we can solve. Right, so the clock activated when we did that. And if you remember here, we'll just take a look at this one. Picture 2 knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrust into the breast of the knight, while the long sword has pierced the head of the other. Short breast, long head. And the two have run each other through. The path to your destiny will open. So this is pretty straightforward. The small gear is actually... gonna move the long one. Okay. Give each other through. Okay. So that's running the long sword through the head. Short sword through the breast. Very simple puzzle that gets us a new key. Craving of a shield. My cat just went absolutely insane. Scampering across the whole house. Alright, let's go ahead and throw a save out since we've got the ink ribbons and we're right here next to a typewriter. Now we have the shield key. We've seen one shield, which was past Richard. Where else have we seen the shield? This is a helm, I think? Yeah, it's a helm. I want to say... Okay, we might have to check a couple of these. I know the one past Richard was a shield, so let's go ahead and try that first. Oh. That was my email, not yours, in case you heard that. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're enjoying hanging out with me and playing video games. I'm having a blast. Thanks for taking the time to watch this with me. He's still breathing. Good. We took care of the dude in here, so I'm glad, because I'm sure he would turn into a Crimson Head very quickly if we had not. Ah, that was the only key. This is kind of a spooky room. Shotgun shells. There's something weird hanging from the ceiling. That is... When he said big snake... Oh.
Payback time.
Oh. Dude. Get him, Richard. I'm just gonna... Here, I'll kite. You shoot. My boy.
Thanks. Richard!
I did not remember that that happened. Escaping. Richard tried to save you. Now, I actually forgot that that happened. I did remember that we got the upgraded shotgun from him, but I didn't remember how. 10 shells in that bad boy. Oh yeah. Couple interesting things. So obviously, if you don't save Richard, he's not gonna show up to help you in that fight. And you won't get the assault shotgun from him either. So if you don't save him, you miss out on that upgrade, and that fight is not is a little harder. Let me grab this. And we should never have to come back here again. Yep. Perfect. So anyway, yeah, so you don't get the shotgun, you don't get him in that fight. But a couple interesting notes is that you do not actually have to participate in that boss fight. That death mask is what you need. And, excuse me, and you can just run over and grab it. Can you not? Yeah, another important staple of Resident Evil is, at least in the old games, the zombies can't move between doors. Right? So if you make it through the room, you're safe. And this game breaks that trend only a couple times. For the most part, it doesn't. There's no moving between locations, but there is some of that. Just a little. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and now we have the third, or the fourth death mask. We already have one placed, so we can place all three of the others. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the... I'm going to keep that. We're going to keep that. Okay. I know I just saved, but we're going to go ahead and save it here right before we grab the stuff. I guess we did fight the snake. Not that that was particularly difficult. Richard did most of the work for us there. Let's go ahead and grab our shotgun shells. These are our masks. Okay. So now we're ready to head on to the next part of our adventures here in Spooky Mansion Simulator. Now from what I understand, I'll have to look up. I don't remember what the difference is other than this carrying more. Obviously, this has can carry 10 shells instead of 6, which is great. I don't know if it does more damage or has a higher crit rate. I'll check. I'll check. In next episode, we can talk through the weapons a little bit. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Next time we run past it, I'll probably open it. Or maybe he'll just be out there. Saving Richard, definitely worth it. It's cool. I feel a little bad, but since we delayed the inevitable, now I understand. Alright, and we're going to jump straight into the second... Oh, never mind. Spoiler alert. Let's go see what happens when we put these masks in. We've got a very ominous looking coffin. Gross. Okay, that's all 4 masks. Sheila. Oh, yep, it's fine. No worries. Ooh, he is angry looking, isn't he? Don't mind if I do. There was a switch in the coffin that activated the door. That's some interesting technology. The stone and metal object. All right, now he is a boss too. Sort of. He's kind of I think he's a little tougher than a normal Crimson Head, or at least you have to face off against him. My first time playing, I don't think I got a Crimson Head. I don't think I got a Crimson Head before fighting him, but maybe I did. But anyway, he's a nasty zombie, and we got this thing. Stone and metal object. It's got kind of the umbrella logo plus some embellishments, and it's octagonal. Now, we do know where we need to go with this. We got a pretty good hint about what we're supposed to do with this little number. And it's actually very close by. It's nice because of this little shortcut we opened right here. It's really interesting. One thing I really enjoy about playing this game after the first playthrough is if you watch a blind playthrough of this, or if you play through this game blind, it seems very rambly and meandering. That was awesome. What was that? What was that achievement we just got? Seeing red. Beat a Crimson Head. That's funny. All right. Well, we blew his head off, so that was cool. Thank you, Shotgun. Sorry, a little bit of adrenaline that surprised me. I'd absolutely forgotten he was in there. Anyway, the first playthrough of the game can seem kind of meandery. Like it's like there's a lot of backtracking, and the design of the mansion seems so counterintuitive, backwards. The Defiler of the Accursed Coffin. Well, that's our hint. But when you play through it and you know mostly what you're doing, the design, the environment design, the level design on this game is actually quite good. It's really good. If you have everything you need, everything's very close together. You can get into the right room fairly easily. Just like that. That shortcut was unlocked, so it was very easy for us to head straight from the area that we got that item to where we need to use the Defiler of the Accursed Defiler of the Accursed Coffin item. That is not at all where I was going. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I think that the game design, very worthy of praise. The level design is actually quite brilliant. And one of the things I've always wanted to try doing is... that was me again. I brought that healing item thinking I might need to heal after the boss in the Cursed Coffin, but of course it didn't even hit me. Got 2 exits. Anyhow, it can seem very convoluted, but actually it's quite cleverly designed, and I really appreciate that. Appreciate good design.
This is Brad. If you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Shit. It's broken.
Thanks for the radio, Richard. Dags. Okay, so man, we got 2 dogs. 2 for 1 deal. This assault shotgun is money. Well, that looks fine, I guess. Just a spooky, foggy elevator. Okay, I do not know this area. Full admittance, I do not know this area as well as the mansion. So our playthrough might slow down just a skosh here as I kind of re-explore some of this. Right, okay. Square-shaped hole. We can't go further yet because we cannot... It's full of water. So we're blocked at this point, so we need to go the other way. We need a square, something with a square-shaped, something for a square-shaped hole. The dogs do not res or anything like that. There are some healing items here. It looks like we got a poison. It's a blue herb. That might be our first blue herb. Actually, let's go ahead and grab this. So when you mix them all up like that, you'll get a full heal as well as it'll heal poison, which is nice. In case we get poisoned, which there are... I believe there are several enemies that can poison you in the later parts of the game. We have kind of... We're working on... I would say that after beating the Crimson Head down in the basement and getting that stone and metal object, after doing the 4 masks puzzle, I would say that we've finished kind of the first chapter of the game, and now we're in essentially kind of a chapter 2. Seems to be some kind of signpost. Each direction is accompanied by a corresponding destination. North, Valley of Destruction. South, Cave of Hatred. East, Summit of Madness. And west, Path of Revenge. Just some very lovely locations. North, Destruction. South, Hatred. East, Madness. West, Revenge. I'm probably not going to remember that. There's a switch here. Press it. I'm not going to press it just yet. Got a red...
Somebody respond! Over!
Barry?
Monster! James! Gun! Ineffective! Instant! Stay away! Forest outside mansion! Stay! Hey!
But Barry... But Barry, we're in the forest outside the mansion. What do you mean there's a monster in chains that guns are ineffective against? Alright, we also have a blue weather vane here. We have a puzzle. Statue with red eyes. Inscription reads, War Cry of Revenge. Statue with blue eyes. Inscription reads, Last Gasps of Destruction. It will open when the guard dog's desires are fulfilled. Okay, so, blue, destruction, red, revenge. And that's what we need to remember. So, blue, destruction, red, revenge. Sorry, I don't have a perfect memory. I can't remember destruction or destruction, red, revenge. Red, revenge, that's easy. West is Path of Revenge. So we turn the red dog to the west using the weather vane. And you have to press it. It's kind of a timed event. North is Valley of Destruction. Kind of a timed event where you have to press it in time to stop it in the direction that you want it to stop. There we go. Now we can go in the forest outside the mansion. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. I'm not concerned. I'm a little concerned. By the way, this is all additions to the game. This whole section back here is a new addition that they added. Alright, so first we're going to head over here. The birds will attack us if we run. Okay. I forgot a thing. I think they'll attack us if we run? Yep. So they get agitated if we run. I'm really sorry, we gotta do some backtracking. I didn't think. I really wish, it would have been really cool if I had thought about it and had this item with me and just been like, you don't know why I'm bringing this, but I'm super clever and I'm showing you the game and that's what an LP is. But it's a Ronkin Let's Play, so backtracking. It's all good. This is what this game is like. We do have quite a long ways to go because we don't have access to a item box out here. I guess not a long ways to go. But it's not. It's a bit of a run back. We are going to keep the shotgun for now. I feel pretty good about the number of Oh yeah, we have to go through this door though. This is why you don't want to wreck this door knob, because remember, going back out, it's broken. This is why you want to try to preserve it if you can. We've used it twice, I think? But hopefully we can use it a third time. Alright, we want to bring this crest with us. I think that's all we need. I'm sure that's all we need. If I was clever when I brought the masks, I guess is when I would have gotten that as well. Oh, it is broken. It was only 2 attempts, or 2 pass-throughs. So now we have to go all the way around, which is annoying. I only get to use it twice. Now this guy's probably going to pop out, be my guess. You have to run past him. Spoiler alert. I like how the game... Actually, I love this. I think that there are many keys to good horror, and I think modern video games, modern horror games, have gotten, for the most part, too scary for me. Games like Amnesia. I think Amnesia was the shot of creativity and newness that horror video games needed. But I don't really enjoy the like stealth-focused gameplay of Amnesia type games, where you basically can solve puzzles and stuff, but the monsters will just kill you instantly. So you have to hide or run away. I can't get into that. I enjoy being able to defend myself. I like being able to fight the monsters. And also the like, I just feel like they've gotten very hyper realistic and spooky. The point where I can't really play them too much. And there's a lot of gore, and I can't really handle the gore too well. Gore overall, I don't like a lot of gore. I like subtlety. But anyway, what I really like about Resident Evil is I think they do such a good job of horror through setting expectations. And that door is a perfect example. You go in there and there's a zombie and you're like, it's a big room and I don't really have to worry about him. I'm just going to run past him. And then the door starts to move and you're like, oh. But then he doesn't come out, right? And then the next time you go past, you might have forgotten, you might be thinking about it, and the door moves again. It's a little different and you're like, oh, okay. And so you know when you run past that thing, that dude's going to come out. And then the game forces you through that broken doorknob and probably forgetting things and whatever to go through that doorway again, or to go past that doorway again. And you know you have this dread. You're just like, God, something's going to happen. He's going to come out. And then the game delivers on that. And it's kind of this combination of, yep, here's the bad thing that I expected to happen is happening, but also like, oh, I'm smart and I knew that was coming and I'm prepared for it. And I think that's very intentional in my opinion. I don't think it's giving them too much credit. And frankly, it's just fantastic design. I think it's great horror. There's a really memorable scene very near the beginning of Resident Evil 0 where you're on a train and there's this camera angle that's pointed up at the ceiling of this train car. And then when you run through the room, there's this thing. You hear this noise as something is on the roof, and and then you leave. And you just know, like, something bad's gonna happen. And then, of course, something bad does happen. Like, so setting expectations and then making you have to go through those areas that you know are going to be dangerous. Just like there's a monster in chains that can't be hurt, and it's in the forest. Thanks, game. Something written in the indentation. When the wind sweeps across the earth, stars will shine in the heavens. Crests are fitted. We'll take the moon crest. Take the star crest. Sun crest. So I needed that wind crest, and if you'll remember, that wind crest was from a optional puzzle we solved with the lure of the bee. 2 vertical lines across and 3 horizontal lines. Well, hey. This seems like a puzzle we can solve. Alright, so next we want to do... Oh. Spin. This is a pretty simple puzzle. Luckily, you get everything you need to solve it in right next to it. As long as you have the wind crest. And then we... Oops. Sorry. We put all 3 in, and... Oh, yeah. Big Papa, the Magnum Revolver. The Silver Serpent Magnum Revolver has 6 rounds in it. It is the most powerful gun in the game. I'm fairly certain the revolver will one-shot kill most enemies. It is very effective against bosses. And it is definitely a very nice to have item. Monster in chains that can't be damaged. In a big open outdoor area. How interesting. I mentioned earlier, I don't really like outdoor areas in scary games because there's a lot of places things can jump out at you from. I feel like that's, anything back here hidden? Oh, okay. I feel like that's what you're offering to me in an outdoor area is a place for me to get ambushed by something I can't see. I don't really like that. Alright, we got some herbs. We don't really need the herbs. Looks like we can't explore out here. Faint light shines through the crack. Maybe it's a sign of life. Okay, no worries. A perfectly normal little something out here in the woods away from the house and the mansion. Firewood looks fresh. It's hanging out here. Bandages been hung up. Map of the courtyard. So we'd explored almost all of it. We have a couple areas there on the right that we haven't looked at yet, look like, so some new stuff to explore. Courtyard is kind of like the second level. family picture. There's a journal left by someone. So here's the picture. Looks like a family. 19. Daddy attached first. Mom attached scond. Inside red and slimy. White and hard. Not true, Mom. Where? Dunno, Dad. Found Mom again. When attached Mommy, she moved no more. She's screaming. Why? Want to be with her. 4. Mom. Where? Miss you. From here, you got a good view of the cabin. Crude bed. Well, we've got a typewriter. We don't have an ink ribbon. Oh, there's an item box right here. I guess I did not need to go back. That's okay. Gosh, we're right at an hour. Or not right at an hour. We're close to an hour. We'll go ahead and save it. All the way at the back. Crank. So it's almost like kind of looks like that's covering something. All right, so we got a crank. And it's shaped like a square. I think we know what to do with that. You know what? 58 minutes? This seems like a great spot to stop. What do you guys think? Don't you think you want to stop now? Let's just save one more time. Because we have a bazillion ink ribbons. And we'll just leave it right there so you guys can wonder just what or who opened that door. Alright guys, thanks so much for stopping in and watching the video. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the playthrough. Hope it's bringing you some joy, some fun. And yeah, next time we'll take a look at what came in through the door here, and then we'll continue to explore the courtyard in Resident Evil. Thanks guys. Hope you're doing okay. Bye.